The hump. Do you dread the hump? It's actually called a Dowagers hump, and it's not genetic. If you have one, you don't have to keep it forever. If you don't want one, you don't have to get one, but you gotta do something different. What we have found over years of working with thousands of patients in our chiropractic office is the dreaded hump comes from poor posture, but also a spine that's stuck and muscle imbalance. So I want to give you a little bit of rehab that you can do right now that is very simple to prevent or to take care of the hump. So all you need is a nice long band. So this is one of those pull-up assistance bands. I got it on Amazon. You're gonna ask me, what brand is it, blah, blah, blah. I have no affiliation. There are a ton out there. This one is Leekey, L-E-E-K-E-Y. So that's what I have. I have a lot of different resistance with it. I love these bands. I use it for a lot of stuff. But all you gotta find is a pole or a door or something that you can wrap this around, because it's one big loop. So I wrap it around, and I have a set of a few exercises that really help to balance the posterior chain. Start to strengthen the posterior as you also stretch the anterior and do the opposite of what most of you are doing on a daily basis. And so again, you wanna go here. So it's all about re-educating the musculature. So it's some simple exercises. I do sets of maybe 10 to 15. The first one that I do is just grab it, and it's just a simple row. I want to get a nice shoulder width stance. I want to have that kind of athletic stance right there. I want to bring ears over shoulders, and I am just doing a row. And when I do this, I'm pretending like there's an empty Coke can in the back of my spine, and I'm crushing that Coke can with my chicken wings, with my scapula right there. So you pull, and it's a hold for maybe a couple seconds. You could also, instead of doing this way, you could turn your hands this way and go here. You just want to keep those elbows in next to your rib cage and hold for maybe a count of 2. Do 15 of those. The next one I like to do is taking this and just come down. So what that's gonna do is hit a different part of your traps, your lower traps. So where I feel that is kind of in this area, but really in this area. And then the last one, and probably my favorite for posture, for pulling the ears back, for getting rid of the hump, is called a face pull. So it's essentially here. You might need to move this up just a little bit. So you're here, and you are literally pulling towards your face. Keep your ears over your shoulders. Keep that nice stance, because when you pull, you don't want it pulling you back this way. And you're just gonna hold that for a couple seconds. And that one, you're gonna feel engage that upper area. So all 3 of these exercises, I've done these to warm up for a workout. I've done these to end my workout. I've done these at the end of a long day when I have been hovering over patients all day long, and it has nothing to do with my workout. I just want to do the opposite of what I've been doing all day. And so I'll rip out 3 sets of 15 or something like that. These are great exercises, so simple. You can take a band with you anywhere. You have poles and doorknobs everywhere. You just need to be consistent with it. So if you truly do want to neglect and deviate away from the dreaded hump, you gotta do something different, because everything you're doing all day, computer work, phone work, driving, holding kids, whatever it might be, everything we do in our day-to-day is predominantly here. So every so often you have to do the opposite. I hope this helps. Nobody wants the hump. Nobody likes the hump. So do something about it so that you can either get rid of it or never have to worry about it.